have a lot to go over. A full sheet of notes, and I've even written like extra notes that weren't on the initial note sheet. Got all these things marked off. Like, it's a lot. And we're still waiting to see who's going to get that first spin on the wheel of the wheel of spins, free spins. Welcome to the Hi, Rini. How are you? Rini's first. Hacks is second. Rini's in the air. What a jump. What a jump. Oh, I thought that was going to land much closer to the center than that, but welcome to the starting soon screen show. That's what we like to call it. We don't do your typical starting soon screen. We just do a little baby pre-show for 4 or 5 minutes, which is pretty much like the show, but not exactly the show, if that makes any sense. So weird that I need to figure out why that takes Spark so long to like figure out people's icons. Oh no. But I'll have to put that on my list of things. Because I found out that there's little like triggers and things that Meld, like these widgets need to have happen to sometimes refresh them to start grabbing the things they're supposed to grab. And so I need to kind of lock in and figure out exactly what it is so that you guys can have your beautiful avatars on the thing. What's going on with the question marks? Rini? Oh, mine still works beautifully though. Look at that. I'm going to splash into the water though. I'm writing it down. Why not always grab avatars? No, it is not. No, it is not. And that's still to come. We're going to talk about that here in a bit. We're going to talk about that. But not quite yet. That's a proper what's up, Crazy? That's a proper show. That's a proper show thing. All right. I need to find out overall why it's not grabbing avatars like it should. Because it should be grabbing those avatars, and so that your little commands and things look beautiful and nice. And hopefully as the stream gets rolling, they will. But no, it's good to see you, Crazy. It's good to see you, Hex. It's good to see you, Rini. We got about 2 minutes before things get cooking for real. This show is unofficially going to be sponsored tonight by the 1.25 liter bottle of Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar. Got these on sale at the store today for $1 a piece. Can't beat that with a stick. It's the deal of the century. It's the deal of the century. I wish I had a button that I could just press. It says deal of the century, but I don't. I wish I did, but I don't. Because that would be wonderful. It'd be wonderful. Well, I might not drink it all, but I just thought it was cool to talk about having these $1 1 point. There it is. See, it's like it has to warm up. It's got to warm up. And I don't know why. Yuck. What's good? It's like, it's once you've been here for a while and it registers that you're actually, legitimately here, then it'll put your stuff in there, which is kind of a problem. And I'm going to investigate it later. But honestly, we got so many other things to talk about. I'm just going to put that one back here. It's in the ponder. It's in the ponder section of the brain. Nice. I was just about to hit the intro music, and then Rini did that.
Lock her up. It's time for the pain.
So we'll start the show officially with that. So let's go ahead and get this thing started.
It's the Z Word Show. It's the what? The what? It's the Z Word Show.
Which is brand new, beautifully, artisanally chopped down version of the song.
Hug barrels with a rusty Allen wrench. Teriyaki swimming sideways. Nothing here makes sense. Things are always breaking. Whole stream glitching again. Camera freezing, chat teasing. Maybe reboot it, my friend. Spin the wheel for some tokens. Maybe gift cards tonight. Socks or pens or mega sours. All prizes in sight. Donna snazzy pink suit, full shimmer on display. We're just one sub away. They're yelling it all day. Jump, but never hit the bullseye. We celebrate anyway.
Oh, come on, get the hell out of here. Yuck lands on there with that crappy jump, and I don't. Get out of my life. There it is. All right, welcome in. It is the Z Word Show. I am your host, Zach Dynamite. It is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026. Oh, man, we have a lot to get to. Tonight's going to be a stream all about you guys helping me stress test all this stuff that I'm about to talk about. And the funny thing is originally like the only innovation that was going to be coming to the show today was the golden slice, which we'll talk about when we get to our inevitable wheel spins. But instead, a lot more stuff happened. A lot more things were created. A lot more things were concocted, and I need to know if they work or not. And if they do, it does represent one of the biggest changes to the show in years. One sub away. Telling them all day. We'll get to that, and I probably should just get to that right off the jump, and not even. I mean, like I said, Yuck. I mean, look at this thing. Those are the notes for today's show, and this even got extra handwritten. Lots of stuff, but so like tonight's episode is called the Golden Slice because I had made the art and everything for that in advance, and I'm like, I probably would have changed the title and changed the art for the cover, like the thumbnail art for the YouTube show. But it was locked in and I liked it. So, but anyway, let me do this candy real quick. We have Barnett's Mega Sours from the UK. The sourest candy I've ever encountered. I will not claim it's the sourest candy on earth. If you find out what that is, let me know in the Discord. Oh, look at that. Thanks to a user named Mr. Boost, we got this really cool like thing that pops up now along with the Meld thing. Get 50% off.
Wow, it's very nice.
But you get 50% off your first month of Meld Spark using the code word Z-word. And tonight we're going to talk about a lot of stuff that we used Meld Spark to help us get done. I'm keeping the powder low, crazy. You got to keep the powder low because yes, you can accidentally sniff that powder. Here we go. All right. Right on the tongue. This one's not as bad as some of the others, but it's still pretty bad. Thank you for the hydrate, by the way, Hex. Ooh. It's funny that picture's back there because that's the only other drink that'll put this look on my face. I know, I love it. You triggered the 69. Very nice. Wow, wee wah. Going in the notes. Crazy ones, 10. All right. Woof. There we go. All right. We've almost, just real quick before we get even into anything else. I got so many things. We're up over 1,000 collective jumps. We're up over 1,000 collective jumps. I've realized that because I do a lot of testing in Meld, and because of my automatic jumping that I do, that I'm going to own the total jumps category, and it just is what it is. You guys can try to keep up with me, but I can't really change it or do anything with it. But because I do so many automatic jumps, just because that when that little message pops up, I jump automatically. That's the way it's going to go. But otherwise, Yuck's got 171 jumps. That hit percentage is looking good. For the big jumpers that are over 100, leader in the clubhouse there. And Hex is holding that leader in the clubhouse average for over 100 jumps. Oh, it was so close to a bullseye. 1/10 of away. 1/10 away from that bullseye. All right. Like I said, I don't even know where to start. So I'm just going to start. And the big thing that the thing that kind of like set all this off is, if you remember last week, was we did our monthly giveaway. And generally I do that by collecting all your guys' points from Streamlabs, and I put it into an Excel file, and then I extrapolate that data and turn it into entries, and then put that into an Excel file, and then add that little bit that you see there where then it picks you. Problem was I got your information, I put it into my Excel sheet and started working on it. Hey, Crypt Keeper. And Excel shit the bed. But because I had already reset the points database for the month, I couldn't retrieve your guys' tokens. And so we just did we used the giveaway widget, which we also built in Spark, but to give away a $25 Amazon gift card. Jack Burns received it. It all worked out in the end. But I was like, well, this is no good. And it just completely pushed up my timetable in an effort to create a universal point system that lives inside. Ooh, I want to see that jump real quick. Oh, I'm still learning the angles. I thought that was going to turn out a little bit better, but that lives in Meld. So I don't have to deal. I don't want to deal with Excel sheets. I don't want to deal with things being lost. And so I was like, I set out to do it. And it helped me to realize the point system in a way that kind of goes towards those three fundamental things I was talking about when we were had that Meld night, that I need things to be interactive. I need things to be multi-platform, and I need things to help me keep a history of what we do. That's why I love any place I can put a leaderboard, an analytics engine. I love it because I want to create a space where you guys come back because you feel like you're always an active part of what's going on, that the contributions that you make, that the games that you play matter. They get counted. It just doesn't poof off into the ether when it's done. So that made me go, I got to look at this whole thing. And I'm trying to think of the best thing to show you, to kind of show you what we're up to. And I think the best place is we're going to go to our game screen here, because I have something that on this game screen that I want to share you. And Rini had noticed that top no longer works. And every once in a while when you make big changes like this, one unfortunate thing is you lose some functionality, but you gain tons of cool functionality. For the moment, I have ideas how to bring top back in a meaningful, like easy way for you to interact with. But for now, let me show you kind of the big home base for tokens. Let me show you. Let me scroll down here. And so now we have an official Z-word token leaderboard. And the way this works if you're looking on here, there's lots of cool stuff. It keeps track of, and I ported all your points in that you had as of Thursday night into the system. So if you had points on Thursday night after the show, you still have those points. You didn't lose them. I pulled another Excel file and imported them in here. Excuse me. But now, as you can see, I have, for the period that's going to make up the entry period for the next drawing, 5/28 to 6/24, you can see exactly how many tokens you have. You can see how many entries into the drawing you currently have. And over here to the right, we keep a history of every game that's played so that you can even see, like I've been doing a lot of testing, so my name's there a lot right now. But you can see I won 4,000 in slots. I won 5,000 gambling my tokens. I won another 1,000 gambling my tokens. I lost 5,000. Yuck just won 1,000. So now you just saw it all update in real time. So now when you want to gamble, you can still gamble. It just shows, but keep in mind, it shows up on the screen. It doesn't show up in chat. 23,000 for crazy. And boom, just updating. You see on the recent results. Yuck. And what's cool is on this thing here, I can click on like a name and it will show me just your recent results. So you can see you were imported 123,000 crazy and you just won 23,000. And what's cool about this leaderboard is everything's based off those dates at the top. So this will only show you the points that you're earned for like the period of the next drawing, but it doesn't lose your points. So like in 4 months from now, I can go from 5/28 to October 1st and you can see all the points you've ever earned. But I usually will lock it in just to the drawing. So you'll never lose a point, ever. And it keeps track of like the points as you earn them. And so like Yuck won 1,000 on a gamble and from an import. And of course it shows like, it only goes so many, but it keeps track of each recent win. So while you can't look at the top, this is a page that we will visit periodically throughout a stream so people can kind of keep track of how many points they got. And seeing it keeps track of everybody that's here. Like Copland's had 1,000 points. So they have 10 entries in the drawing. So you can keep track of like what you have, how many entries, how many wins, how many losses. It's all very cool. So it's on that's on the dashboard and it links into everything. See, you have 140 and you can always do points and it'll pop up on the screen. So you can see that. Oh, we got to turn slots off on Streamlabs. That shouldn't work anymore because I've turned Streamlab points off completely. I don't even know. I got to turn that off. I don't know why that's working. That shouldn't even be working. I turned those off. Hold on. That's actually, I have a beef with Streamlabs. I got to go in there real quick and turn some of this stuff off. I turned this off because it's new stuff. We're done with the old stuff. Don't awe this. Don't awe it. Commands. Default. What was that? Loyalty stuff. Top to top. Okay. So, man. I didn't gamble. That should be. That doesn't matter. That doesn't work. Slots. No, I don't want this to work at all. Why does this still like exist? That shouldn't even exist. Oh, I don't like this. Hold on. This is stupid. Like it doesn't even give me the ability to switch slots on and off. That's dumb. So we're going to just turn the slots command into some random gibberish so nobody can trigger it. And then the gamble command in here also needs to be just randomly turned into some stupid command so it doesn't work. Oh, that's dumb. But that should be better now. Anyway, so that's kind of the basis where everything works and lives. Well, no, and I appreciate that. But everything ties into it. You win a race and you win those 5,000 tokens, it'll automatically go on the leaderboard. You gamble like people have already started to do. Boom, it will automatically go on the leaderboard. And it knows how many tokens you have. So if you don't have enough tokens, you'll get that message. Don't have enough tokens. And so that, like the games know that too. Another one that's changed a little bit is slots. Slots still works, except now it's not a dynamite dollar reward. It's exclamation point slots, slots 2, or slots 3. And each line you play costs you 1,000 tokens from your token balance. So that's technically the only game where you can lose some tokens. But you just won 16,500. But if you only have 2,000 tokens and you try to play slots for 3, it'll tell you no, you can't do that. That also will hopefully help with the Twitch queuing. Like all these things should work in a way that it keeps track of the queue and it'll just keep rolling things out as people do them. And so like there shouldn't be a worry about losing dynamite dollars for a spin that won't happen. And so now you should be able to, and I want people to use these like crazy and keep them rolling, because I want to see what happens when people are kind of like aggressively using the slots, aggressively using the gambles, looking up their points. So all these things will continue to work. And as you'll see, we'll spin the wheel here in a little bit for Crazy and for Rini. And those results end up on the leaderboard. See, like Hex. Oh, and so you can see that on the leaderboard is a loss of 3,000 because that costs you 1,000 per line that you played. And see, and we can watch this thing. This thing should be updating in real time. Yuck just lost 3,000 on the slots. But now it's all built in. It's all interconnected. When we go do races in a little bit, every time somebody wins a race, they're going to end up, ooh, show me that blue. Ah. So you broke even there with that slot. But so it's really like, so everything should now be interconnected. Let's watch one more update. 0. You lost 3,000, Crazy. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we now have a unified, and like I said, it's interactive because you guys play the games, it adds things to it. It's multi-platform. Like if somebody from YouTube has points, they can now be part of the giveaway. And one of the things I actually like about this new leaderboard is you have to actively be doing stuff on the show to be included on the leaderboard. So things like just sitting back and watching, that doesn't count anymore, but that also keeps StreamerBot. It keeps Tangia. It keeps bots. It keeps bullshit off the leaderboard. So it's not infected with nonsense. It's only people that are actively here and actively doing stuff. So then when we turn around and say we get to, I'll show you on the wheel screen why that's important, but we're not quite ready for that yet. So let me look at token systems overhaul. So I'm very excited about this because this gets me closer to my dream of having something that's like for everyone who watches. So we talked about points. So points still are here. You can always look up how many points you have. Every screen, it should show up somewhere. It's a little different on each screen, but if you type in points, it'll pop up on the screen. You'll be able to see how many points you have. So you can look up at any given time how many points you have. We talked about the new gamble, new slots command, race and wheel are part of it as well. The leaderboard with tracking dates. And I'm still a little torn on all the different, like adding sounds to different things. So some of the things are still quiet, and I'm still thinking about what sounds I want to add to things. Okay. So let's actually go into the to the wheel, because I actually updated this whole scene. It's got a whole new look to it. Crazy. Lost 1,700. Good try. Let's bring the wheel up. So we updated this scene. So it's organized in a little bit different way. But all the stuff that you know and you loved still exists here on this. And one of the things I added to there's a couple things I've added to the wheel since we last met. Let me click on the old spin wheel thing here. As I added a drop down so I can pick what platform you're from. So if somebody from Kick comes in here and says, hey, I'm following you now, I love your show, I want to watch. Well, Kick actually has their own way of, like they have channel point rewards, but say it's YouTube. So they might be like, hey, I'm on YouTube, but there's no channel point rewards. Here's my name. I can click on YouTube and it'll give you the points as a YouTube user. So that's one thing I added to it. And of course, the search is still here. Did Rini take off? Well, I got to get the right spelling on Rini's name. Yeah, they're on all the different cams. Look at Tangia Bot watching. See, we keep Streamlabs and Tangia Bot and that bullshit off the list. RENEEBEANIE. So Rini Beanie also, we gotta go to the wheel of first spins as well. So let's go ahead and spin this for Rini and see how many spins they get. Oh, and I also updated the spin speed on the wheel. It's much better now. Much better. Rini gets one spin. And I timed it out. This spin is now for a 10 spin. This wheel is faster than the wheel we had before. That was what I did. I just kind of knocked it down. And so I'm going to do a quick little check. We're going to go over to, actually, we're not going to check. It's going to add it. I know it. I already have faith, so I'm not worried about it. All right, let's bring out the wheel of tokens. So, okay. Before I make this spin, I want to talk about the newest feature. I've added a feature to the wheel where for every set of spins, when it's in the process of shuffling, it adds a golden slice to the wheel where if you land on the golden slice, you not only get the amount of tokens on the slice, you get an extra 100,000 tokens for landing on the golden slice. And so let's take a quick look at what the golden slice looks like in action for Rini Beanie. There it is. There's the golden slice. And it's a different one every time. For every shuffle, it's a different it's a different spot. So you never know what you're going to get. It's not. So now when we look up Hex here, Yuck wants 10 as well. Yuck also wants 10. So now we're going to spin this 10 times for Hex. And you guys tell me how you feel about the speed. I feel like I got it in a good place. Because two things were holding it up. The wheel spin itself was about 2 seconds too long. And I chopped another 1.5 seconds off the celebration animation in the middle. Because it was important to me to keep it, but Crazy was right that it was taking too long. So let's do 10 spins. So now you can see that the golden slice is on 2,500. and it'll be on there for the entirety of this set of spins. So it doesn't move around all the time. Once it's locked in for one set, that's where it stays. So I figured it'd be way too random if it moved every time. So now we'll see who will be the first person to hit the golden slice. And as you can see, it was smart enough to know to only add it to this wheel. It didn't add a golden slice to the wheel of first spins. It only adds it to this wheel. See, we're moving at a much more reasonable pace with these spins. I don't know if I'd have the ability to go take a pee break between a set of 10 spins now, like I did before. This wheel moves now. It moves and grooves. Look at that. It's zipping. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. We're on spin number 8 already. That was a very great piece of feedback from you guys last week about the speed of the sets of spins. Because, yeah, it was like I timed them out. And when I did like a 10 spot, oh, come on, get around. Oh, so close. And now the funny thing is I don't have to do shit. That just got added to the leaderboard. And we'll see. Like, you know what? I'm nervous. I'm just gonna pull up the whole big one real quick. I'm nervous. Hold on, put the wheel away for a second. Putting the wheel away for a second. I'm very nervous. I want to see if this worked. I'm nervous. So that was 25,500 that should have went to Hex. Because I was running into issues where it was like making up like different lines for players. And I'm like, that's actually fine, except for this first set where I had to import stuff. Hold on, it's going to take me a second to find it. So, all right. Hex, see? Look, it worked. It worked. Hex won 25,500 on the wheel. And it's there. And now you have them. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. It's all interconnected. So now I just spin the wheel. I don't have to do anything other than spin the wheel. I don't have to think of anything. It just works. It's fantastic. Up next is Hex. I already did Hexes. I think I skipped Crazies though. Crazy, I skipped your spins. So they're a little out of order. We're going to do Crazy now. My apologies. My apologies for going out of order. But maybe that was meant to be. Where's your golden slice going to end up? And the one thing we got to look out for. Oh.
Wheel of Gift Cards. Wheel of Gift Cards.
Out of order for the win. Land on the golden slice. Holy hell, that would have been outstanding. Nevertheless, and now the one thing we do have to look out for is that the golden slice should never go onto a slice that has words. That was one of the things I told it. So like return all DDs and wheel of gift cards should not be eligible for the golden slice. But as you can see, because we added the golden slice, I've taken away double or 50K. And the reason why all this cool shit is working is because Meld Spark fucking rips. And so if you're a streamer and you're looking at this and you're like, oh, this stuff is cool, you can make it yourself. You can do it in Meld Spark. You can probably make a better wheel. Who knows? And if you're thinking about it, you can always go to meldstudio.co/spark and use the code ZWORD for 50% off your first month. 10 spins down. Look at this. 51,000 tokens plus the wheel of gift cards times 2. How cool is that? All right, we got to change the wheel. The wheel of gift cards. All right. As you can see, there's money on there. You're going to have 2 chances to win up to $25. Let's see if it happens for Crazy. See, no golden slice on this wheel. I love the fact that fucking worked. $10 for Crazy. Look at that. Money fell down, baby. Look at that money. Look at that money. $10 plus another 25,000 tokens. You can't beat that with a bat. Out of order for the win. Up next is going to be Yuck Dum Boo Bum. It's watching on the Twitch machine. 10 spins. So what are we thinking about the updated speed? Did I get it right? Did I dial it into a much more reasonable amount of time for 10 spins? We were on the wrong one. You should still get those 50,000. We'll check into it. Oh my gosh, I made the goof again. Good. Because yeah, you guys were absolutely right, man. That speed, I should probably make the wheel of gift cards have green and shit on it for money instead of the same blue. I mean, because I can make that change. Green wheel. At least money. No. Because yeah, they all sort of look the same. Well, we gotta fix Barley up here. Hold on, that's not good. We gotta go above the wheel. Where's the wheel? Why did it only move those two? Moves the stuff around. That's better. It kind of blocks. It doesn't completely block. All right. Well, I know you didn't get the wheel of gift cards because it would have said I would have heard it. But all the DDs are coming home. All the DDs are coming home. So we go to Twitch. No, not Twitter. Twitch. We go to that Twitch machine. We go to that creator dashboard. We go to Stream Manager. We go to manage reward requests. Reject them all. They've been rejected. All Dynamite dollars have been returned. And all the new stuff is on this screen. But for the sake of all of this, I feel like I have left the best for last. This is that moment in the presentation where we've been through all the stuff. And then I'd be like, hey, just one more thing. And there is just one more thing. For this page, or like some of you guys, you don't use it a lot, but you do use it occasionally. The old system had a command called dual. And I was like, I like duals, but I don't like the way the duels worked in general. So we've created a brand new way to battle your friends for tokens. and we call it. I'm gonna challenge somebody at random, so you can accept or not. But we call it. We call it War for Tokens. That's what we call it. So, hey, Crazy, you've been challenged to war. Accept or deny. Where'd all my sound effects go? Oh, hold on. Hold on. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Hold on. We got a black screen, but we got to have a black screen for a minute. I forgot to do something. Hold on. Because that wasn't the full presentation. It wasn't breaking news. It wasn't broke. This was Zach screwing something up. There's a difference. All right. We'll do it again. Crazy. I'll battle you again for 5,000 tokens. You've been challenged to war. There we go. I win. That's the war for tokens. Now keep in mind, I want to stress this. This is important because that's a big mammer jammer of a thing. Currently, War for Tokens only works on this screen. You can't use it anywhere else. If everything is working as intended, you should get a little message on the bottom of the screen because I actually owe 2 drinks. Because I totally didn't drink hexes. So you can war anybody right here on this screen, the War for Tokens. And it's war. So Yuck, you've been challenged. Crazy, Yuck has challenged you to war. It's a war in progress. Crazy wins. Ah! And then those 10,000s go into your account. And you can never challenge somebody for more tokens than they have. So if you try to do that, just nothing will happen. Nothing will even pop up on the screen. But if you try to do a war on a screen that's not this one, there should be a little message at the bottom that tells you can't do that, and just be patient because you can only do it in the studio screen. What's going on, Corbin? But yeah. So yeah, look at that. We made War with Tokens with Spark. You can see right there. Get your first month off. 50% off your first month. Code ZWORD at meld.co/Spark. But no, it is very good to see you, Corbin's Cosmos, one of our oldest friends. But yes, so now you can challenge anybody with points to a war. To a war. It's war. War for tokens. Corbin, we're gonna have to get you some. We're gonna have to get you some. You know what? Because it's been a while since we've seen Corbin. Let's go up to the giveaway zone. And we're gonna get Corbin some spins. Hold on, let me drink this drink. Corbin Cosmos, I'm gonna give you the five spin. You haven't been here in a while discount. The good to see you old friend discount. Let's give Corbin 5 spins. Get them some points. Let them partake in the action. So crazy.
Wheel of gift
Oh my God,
cards.
Corbin might win some money. I see your suggestion about looking up other people, Crazy. I should be able to do that. I actually like that idea. So I think I'm going to implement that. I like that idea a lot. Hey, Crazy, try to start a war with me on this screen. Hold on, we need that. We need the retro bird to get out of here. 14,500 and then wheel of gift cards. But yeah, Crazy or Yuck, try to instigate a war. I want to see if my stuff that I've put in place to stop wars from happening on screens where the game doesn't exist has taken place. So all right, we owe Corbin. War for tokens only works on the studio scene. You have to wait to wage war. And what's cool about that? That won't work. The game won't work on this screen. Which was done on purpose. Because it's just kind of big and it's aggressive. And so the last thing I want is a war for tokens covering up a pivotal moment in Trivia Murder Party. All right, let's get the right wheel out here. The wheel of gift cards only works. You have to wait to wage war. And what's cool about those messages is I added a thing to my prompt, like chat prompt thing, where now I can have conditional messages that only appear when you guys do certain things. So that message only pops up when you do that. It'll never randomly just pop up like it's pop not soda or support your local movie theaters. And I was like, that's very cool. Let's see if we can get Corbin. Corbin! See if we can win you some money. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to win you any money tonight, but it's still another 25,000 tokens. So you're off to the races. Now you're tokened up. The pop-up's on the chat. It's on the bottom chat. And actually, being here on this screen reminded me there was one more thing I wanted to show you because like I said, now it all works together and I have the points in one place. I wanted to be able to do the giveaway without having to go to any charts, any graphs. And so this is a little bit of a mock-up. It might look different when June 25th rolls around. But we also now have, well, there's so many things to click on. What do we got? We have not the giveaway widget, monthly drawing widget. And so here's the monthly drawing widget. What's up, Chef? So as you can see, those little things in there that are floating around are supposed to represent the tickets into the drawing. And part of this is it's transparent. You can see how many tokens you have, how many entries you have, plus you can see your chance of winning the drawing. So the full 1,000 entries gives you an 18.59% chance to win. Currently, there's 16 entrants, 5,380 total entries. And I can scroll all the way down to poor Weedy85, who's got 10 entries and a 0.19% chance of winning. And then it's also based on that. I'm pointing at things with my mouse, and you guys probably can't see what I'm pointing at. But if you look under monthly drawing, Chef wants 5. If you can see under that monthly drawing, it's in little letters, but the date range is there. And so we'll only pull credits for the date range for the drawing. And then after we get done with the drawing, I'll just update the date range and so that you can see your tokens for the next day. And so then when it's time, I just hit draw winner, selects a winner, a little rummage, and then boom, I would win. I would take myself out of it before we did a drawing. But like I said, this is still a work in progress. But then the drawing is also built right the fuck in.
What kind of bullshit is this?
Oh, we got to bring that up over the wheel too. Hold on, let me bring that up over the wheel. Point being is now everything is built in. Everything is built in. The points leaderboard is built in. Slots. It all ties together. And so now everything you do, it's just automatically being tracked. It's everything I want. It's interactive. It's interactive. It's multi-platform. It keeps all the history. You don't have enough for the slots. You don't have enough tokens. How many does the chef have? Well, the chef's got 5 spins. Look, let's get him some. Let's get him some. How are you doing, chef? It is always good to see you. Chef. Let's get you 5 spins. Let's get this done. Here we go. Had to hit the emergency stop and we were on the wrong wheel. I'm doing good. We got to get you on the wheel of tokens, not the wheel of gift cards. Now we're off. Was close to the golden slice. Yeah, look up other people. Green wheel and the war needs to highlight just a little bit better. But yeah, but everything now, every game, every gamble. Thank you so much for that, Corbin. Let's see if my chat highlights in the right spot. Corbin says it's grown so much since I was here last. I love it. I'm so happy for you. Not as happy as I am to see you. All right, there you go, chef. Now you got 4,000 tokens. Now you got enough to play 3 lines on the slots. This will be a good use case. Let's see if the chef can play those slots now. It's been a long way since the 72nd floor of Dynamite Towers. There it is. See, it worked. Oh, you got a wash there, though. That's a wash because and it just keeps on cooking. Ah, now the things are filling in. 1 sub away. But remember, the point of tonight is we're just trying to break things. So play games, keep looking up your stuff. Do it all because we want to make sure that everything is working as intended because this is supposed to be kind of a well-oiled machine that's just literally sucking in and adding points to your totals, doing all the stuff that it's supposed to do in real time. You gotta wait to wage war. Oh, 99 and 100 payout. I was kind of waiting for someone to just do it on accident, but yes, Crazy, you're asking the right questions. Crazy's asking, does it still do an extra for getting 100 on the gamble? 99 and 100, you get 10 times what you gambled. But here's the best part. Because it's mine and it doesn't belong to Streamlabs, you get 69, you get triple. You get triple instead. Like you triple your winnings. Instead, if you get a 69, instead of and I can change it. I can make it a magic number every week if I want to. I can be like the magic number is 22. So there can be like a magic number every week that if you hit it, you get a shit ton of tokens instead of just doubling what you got. Oh, Like, yeah, I love being able to control these things on a more granular level. Like being able to give you guys the golden slice, to be able to give you like hitting on, because I've talked about that I've wanted to be able, one of the things I hated about the gamble is I couldn't control exactly. Bump is gone. That's true. And that's probably going to stay gone. Maybe someday I'll try to bring it back. But for right now, it's going to be gone for a bit. And then remember, so now this screen, war is up for grabs. This is the screen where you can do war. You can make war with your friends. Corbin's so you have 30 seconds to decide. It stays up for 30 seconds. If you don't do anything, the war's in progress. Yuck wins. Yeah, it needs, what I need to do is the Yuck wins needs to be a little bigger, and it needs to highlight the winning card behind it a little bit. And if you want to have your own version of War for Tokens, 50% off your first month of Meld Spark. It's spark.co/Spark. Code Z-word. Yes, only one word at a time. But it queues it up. Like, so if like somebody else wants to challenge somebody else, you can do it right now and it'll pop up after this war is over. So Chef has been challenged to a war. A war is in progress. Corbin wins. But yeah, I do need, you're right. But like I said, I wanted to bring, it wasn't, these things are always under iteration. But I'm excited to bring you that. I feel like this is a huge, this is a huge upgrade over the duel. War is a huge upgrade over the duel. Oh, bullseye, baby. Oh. Yeah. So you're right. I probably need to make that a little more clear. But yeah, like the whole thing is there's just lots of stuff going on. And like I said, this is all tracking. It's all tracking behind the scenes. And so I have it all. It's historical. And like it never goes away. Like I never have to erase the loyalty database ever again. Corbin wants what? He wants a spin. Corbin wants a spin, so we got to go. We're going back. But that's my favorite part is I never have to delete your guys' tokens ever again. Wheel of tokens, one spin. Corbin. We got to get Corbin's. That makes me, for me, that's probably the biggest thing, is I get to keep a full historical, since as of May 28th. I can't go back in time, but I can keep them all. All right, let's spin this thing for Corbin wants to spin. Show me, come on, hit the golden slice. Oh, that golden slice isn't going to get back around. That golden slice is so random. I can't wait for somebody to hit it. I have a feeling that, I wonder what the over-under is on somebody hitting the golden slice. Will the golden slice hit first, or will somebody hit a bullseye first? I'm curious. Yuck wants 10. I was just about to head out of town again. But like I said, this is just a just chatting stress test show. This is all we're doing. We haven't even ran any races yet, but we will. Let's go up to 10 spins. 10 spins. The list is getting too long. I'm going to have to go to an alternative list source. I had one. Time will tell. Let's do these spins. But we're just zipping through spins. Don't forget. Yuck asks, are the tokens stored as an int? or a long. I assume that means integer or something else. I don't know. It works so far. That's all I know. Golden slice! Yes! The 100 golden slice bonus! Yuck, you did it. You hit the golden slice. And you can hit it again. It's possible. Hold on. Arrow has to look gold on golden slice.
Wheel of
Oh my God.
gift cards.
And the golden slice? Holy hell. I already owe crazy $10. The stress test wasn't supposed to be the finance department. It was supposed to be our new systems. But now you guys got the finance department sweating. Look at that, 125,500 tokens plus the wheel of gift cards. Holy smokes. How fantastic is that? Let's switch this wheel. Wheel of gift cards. One. Just one. Let's see if we can... Corbin with that sub. Oh my! Oh! That hurt. Corbin Cosmos with that tier 1 sub helped getting us to that. We were one sub away when that happened. That's so fantastic. Thank you so much for that sub. All right, let's I'm gonna put it right back on the wheel of tokens so we know what's going on. So far I only owe $10. And I gotta find, I have my note. Dang, where did I lose that? Oh, that's right. Knocked it down. Hold on. No, that wasn't it. Weird. All right, we'll just use the backs of these. Ooh, you know what? Send me a note about that on the Discord, or send me a message on that, and I can look into it. Because, yeah, people are going to get over that number eventually. And that might be an issue. It's not an issue for today, but it's an issue. But yeah, just in case you missed it, thank you again, Corbin, for that sub. And with that, we are now officially one sub away. My understanding is that the game just immediately doesn't work if you try to do it here. But you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to find out. Queue up a war. And once we get the message that it didn't work, I'll switch to the home screen and see if it's sitting there ready to be played. That's not the end of the world. That's fine. If it works that way, because maybe I'm in a good mood and I'll just switch it over there sometimes when people do it. Corbin just gifted a sub. Hot off the press. Bruno 007, your gnome is Bruno. What's good? But look at that. Santvera Ultima just got that gifted sub. That's fantastic. But no, if somebody queues Crazy, Yacht, Corbin, anybody wants to queue up a war, I'm going to let that message hit on the bottom of the screen. Then I'm going to switch. Welcome in from Brazil. That's fantastic. Bruno from Brazil. What's good? Saw a cool thing I put it on my Twitter. The plane. So no, it does live here. So if you want to accept it now, where's the war in progress? All right, that's good to know. And that's Corbin wins. Yeah, we'll get the Corbin, we'll get the winner thing down a little bit, and we'll highlight the card. I mean, we know how cards work, so you can visually know that you won. But I don't mind a little high. Oh, this is a big one. 50,000 tokens on the line. Does Yuck have the guts? They do.
Again.
That was a tie. Yes, sir. But no, Bruno, what I was going to say was that there was an amazing visual of the plane that had the Brazilian national team coming here for the World Cup. And they straight up gave it a baptism, a blessing with hoses as it was going down the runway. Like they blessed the plane with the players because Brazil cares about this stuff and they want to make it happen. Oh, Yuck! Oh, so close. Somebody wants to challenge me. I accept. War in progress. Two of spades. Queen of hearts. I win. Sorry, Corbin. I take your tokens. You know what? Oh, oops. Why is this music still playing? Oh no, my stream deck. Okay, there we go. It's faded away. I was like, why is that music still going? Hey, it's war. You know, it is what it is. But no, what I was going to say, one thing we haven't done yet in this first hour, we've been stress testing lots of things, is we haven't raced. Now, one thing to keep in mind with the race is I haven't made a lot of changes here. I like where we are. But remember, I don't understand the Bruno. I don't understand the chat messages not in English. My apologies. But feel free to race here. Remember, you know, we have, again, this is multi-platform. It's historical. It keeps track of things on a leaderboard, and it's interactive. Exclamation point, boom. Oh, I just caught a mine. Remember, exclamation point, boom. You can potentially take out your opponents. Oh, Yuck. Oh, that was a brutal race. Everybody paid to the mines. The mines are so weirdly brutal. Oh, yeah. That's another note. Second and third place tokens. I want second and third to be able to. Thank you for the follow, Bruno. I want to be able to get tokens for first, second, and third. So when you race, as long as you come in first, second, or third, you're going to get your hands on some tokens. And another thing I added to this is as TDEM races and Hex races again, it'll fill in your platform that you're coming from. So if Bruno decided to race, if they're real, they'll race, and then you'll see that there should be a kick icon for them. Ooh, man. Nobody's letting me go anywhere near the podium. Let's see if everybody can make it through without a mine. It's brutal when everybody catches the mine. There it is. Yuck gets 5,000 tokens. Crazy. Corbin, they get nothing. Corbin's boom came a little too late. But yeah, as you can see, the leaderboard's fills in. Let's change the stage. Let's get to the beach. We haven't added a new stage yet. Corbin, that is absolutely true. And it's very much on purpose because I am the hydrate champion of the world. It says thirst, not third. That was a funny error that Meld made, and we kept it because it was so apropos for the show. I'm like, I can't get rid of that. One time when I was working on like doing some stuff. Oh. Well, it happens to the best of us. But one time it like fixed the leaderboard and it was like, I've changed it to third for you. And I'm like, no, that's a bad change. Oh, and the beach ball guy. Corbin took out Hex and then immediately got beach balled. Oh my! Ooh, what a jump. The beach ball. Oh yeah, we love the beach ball. You gotta have the beach ball, you know. And all the stuff, slots, gambles, all work on this screen as well. So like while a race is in action, feel free to gamble your tokens. Feel free to play the slots. It's all here. I have concerns, though. I have concerns. Yuck is redeemed a hydrate. And unfortunately, it's our last one. It's our last one. That's going to be an issue. That's going to be an issue. You saw it. It was an empty box. It was the last one. I should probably put the emote wall on here. It's not on here at the moment. Oh man, I was in the lead. Come on. Oh, crazy. Pulled it out. Rats. That boom is late. I would just use the boom. Like, there's no strategic use case for holding on to the boom. So if you're going to use the boom, I would recommend dropping it right on somebody right away. Just remember the boom can get you. I believe we have 13 different colors of cars that you can choose from. We have blue, orange, brown, yellow, green, pink, gray, white, black, red. We have magenta. Thank you, Yuck. If you can think of a color we don't have that is distinguishable enough from another color, let me know and I can look into potentially adding that color into the mix. It's not overly difficult. All right, people have talked about cyan car. I gotta look up what cyan is and then put it in. Oh, there went the beach ball. It got somebody. Blew him to smithereens. Well, that was very close. I got the tokens that time. But look at Corbin climbing the leaderboard. It's going to be a bit till they catch up. But at this point, I'm not going to do any more resets on this leaderboard. So this leaderboard's locked in. Like a baby blue. All right, I've written it down. I have my notes. Hold on, I'm writing notes for things on here. Look up other people. Token wheel or gift card wheel. Gift card wheel, visual. War winner highlights. Card. All right, I'm writing down a list. I'm writing down a list of things to update and to fix. Well, Crazy's gonna potentially finish. I gotta have cyan if I have magenta. It's on the list. Look right there. It says cyan car. One sub away. Gotta pay these programmers. Do this stuff. But yeah, and I've tried to arrange everything in ways where it doesn't completely bother the screen. But yeah, there you rolled that 82, 18,000. The coins are dropping, so you know you won. The primary subtractive colors. I think the white car is the best one. I like the white car. It zips and zooms. Well, we have yellow and black and magenta. So, okay, so I need a cyan and that'll complete the set. All right, fair enough. Boom, somebody got immediately beach ball. It might have been, that was Corbin. Once you're out of the race, I don't believe a boom will affect, the other race. I'm the only one. I'm the only man standing. Will I make it all the way to the end? Look at these jumps are flying in. This is everything that I was looking for. Look at it. Jumps are flying in. Races are being raced. Tokens are being gambled. Slots are being slotted. Oh! Technically, that's a loss. Yuck. Like it paid out $1,500, but you paid $3,000 to get in. Keep that in mind with slots. Some of you guys have so many tokens it doesn't matter, but you do have to have 1,000 per line that you want to play on slots. It's slots 3. And I think just slots 3. Any other stuff, it's not going to play nice with it. Oh, and as some of you are wont to do, I did also make it so that you can gamble all your tokens. That functionality also remains. I can see your messages. Eric the Red. Teal is not a color that we have yet. Maybe we can add that car. Teal car. Teal car. We don't have that one yet. All right. Eric the Red on the YouTube machine in the race. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's core tenet number 2 of what we do here with all these new games and things and all these new systems. The beach ball immediately. Multi-platform. If you're on Kick, you can race. If you're on YouTube, you can race. If you win, you'll get tokens and then you can use those to gamble. It's going to be fantastic. Corbin gets another 5,000 tokens added to their bank. See, everything is going all at once. And it's all working. This is the point of the stress test tonight. Was just to make sure that everything. That was the big one for me with the cross widget token integration. That was a must. That was the only way that me switching over was going to work. Was to do that. Was that cross token integration. So the fact that everything that you do that's token related all ties into the same leaderboard. That was vital. The cars are... Oh, you're a little late there, Eric. Once somebody enters into the race, that starts a 30 seconds timer. Come on, can we get to 3 goats? No. Look at it all. It's all happening. It's all happening on this screen, man. It is truly becoming the Z Word arcade. And like I said, and you know, we're just getting started. Like some of this is just, now that we got a foundation, now we can add even more like potential little nooks and crannies. All right, there we go. I'm going to bring in my beautiful white car that I love so much. And if you just type in race or race in a color we don't have, it'll just give you a random one. Look at Corbin. Corbin came here with no tokens. It's already over 100,000 just tonight. It's already maxed out for the entries in the drawing. 99 hit. That's what you need. That's the move. The next monthly giveaway is coming up June 25th. Suck It Finance. And we got a new beautiful, amazing, outstanding token system. It's going to make the giveaways seamless, beautiful. War for Tokens only works on the studio scene. You will have to wait to wage war. Except we've learned that if we go home within that 30-second timer, it's still there. There's still a chance. I need to have the timer actually go down too. Oh, War's progress timer. Corbin wins. Yeah, the winner thing needs to be bigger. But yeah, it's all happening. Hex is gambling now. It's also neat. Let's do a quick check-in on our leaderboard and see how things are flowing into that, because if that's not working, then it's a bit of a disaster. So let's take a look. All right, Crazy is now our new official leader in the clubhouse with 400,000. Yuck just lost 2,000 on the gamble. You can see what's going on there. That's the one thing that gets covered up. It is what it is. But just lost 4,000. And you can see it all updating in real time. Eric the Red, 910. The Z Word. That's me. What's going on? So yeah, look at that leaderboard. It's beautiful. We got 17 people on the leaderboard. Chef's down there with 500. It's going to need a lucky gamble. And then maybe some wheel spins to get in there. But yeah, like I said, I can click on your name and then I can see just what you've been up to recently. Like Yuck is lost on slots. Gambled, 1 on a 75. Oh, there it is. 12,000. Or actually, it's a total win of 9,000. That's doing the math correctly, because you paid 3,000, and then you so did that. It's all beautiful. So I love that it's there. Everything seems to be working okay. Seems to be working okay. And people are still landing on that. Let's go home. And let's take a look at let's look at that jump leaderboard. Let's see where we're at. We had 1,006 when we started. When I looked at it last. So you guys have jumped 61 times so far tonight. And remember, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Kick, you can also jump. Get yourself on the jumping leaderboard. When we do the race games, you can also race and then maybe earn some tokens of that. And you can then use to play war. War for tokens. There's been a war initiated. I need a it's war thing. Hold on. Also. So now Crazy has been challenged and doesn't appear to be concerned with taking of doing the challenge. Challenge not accepted, then it just fades away. Just fades away if the challenge isn't accepted. Who's got the best average? Still Cranky No Ass. Only 24 jumps, but hey, that's fine. Who's got the most jumps? Yuck. He's taking the lead back from me. Doesn't like me and all my automatic jumping. Corbin says, yuck, I want a piece. 5,000 on the line. Corbin wins. Corbin wins. Exclamation point jump. If you would like to jump, Eric. That's the command. That'll get you out there into the world. Exclamation point jump. Ooh, a little collision. Splash, splash. Oh, but this is, I feel like, like it's going to take some time to get used to everything. But I feel like so far, so good with this stress test. People are so close to that beautiful 69. The golden slice was hit and paid out correctly, which that makes me happy. People are jumping. Oh, Meld Spark. Get fit. If you're a streamer, you want this shit. They probably don't want me saying it like that. You want this shit, though. 50% off your first month at... Oh, there's a war in progress. Right in the middle of an ad read. meldstudio.co/spark. And then use the code Z-word for 50% off your first month of Spark. And you can come up with like outthink me. Outthink me. Like, like I'm actually interested in like more stuff like the race game that's all new. Like a lot of this stuff in some ways we're just taking things we were doing before and taking them up a notch, making them cooler than they've ever been. So now I'm excited for Corbin. I know you know better. Look at that. There's Eric with their red, beautiful red YouTube jump parachute there. And there's that Twitch purple. As you can see, we got a lot of purple friends here. But Corbin, you know that it's pop. It's pop. It's always going to be pop for now until the end of time. Look at this. Got this for $1 at the store. 1.25 liter for $1. It's like the one thing, Eric, the red, one thing to keep in mind is if you've already jumped, you have to wait for the jump game to disappear and then you can jump again. That stops people from spamming the jump like crazy. So you get one jump per game cycle and the game will disappear 60 seconds after the last person typed jump into the chat. So as long as nobody else types jump, it'll disappear. It'll fade away here in a second and then you are free to jump again. That way we keep a bit of a decent cadence, or otherwise this thing would just be Jumpomania. It'd be spammed and ruined in a heartbeat. Okay, now Hex just did a number on you. Because now we got to wait an additional 60 seconds before the target fades away. But all right. No, you're fine. I was just mentioning, talking to about how the rules work. And you know what? We got a little bit of extra time. Actually, I do got a couple of announcements. I didn't prepare these perfectly great, but just I'm still waiting to hear about tomorrow night. I had posted in the Discord that I have a family. Ooh, that's a big one. A family member that I haven't seen in quite some time that might be rolling through town. And as we've always talked about on this show, I always pick family stuff over stream stuff. And so we may not have a show tomorrow. And I wish I had more information than that. I just say watch the Discord and I'll put the announcement in there as soon as I know. But there is a chance we won't be on tomorrow for the Zach Box games, which is a bummer. But that, yeah, I'm not gonna cough up an opportunity like that may not come again for a long time. So I'm gonna do that potentially. Watch the Discord to let you know, and then officially, and I'll also post this in the Discord here either tonight or tomorrow. But Celebration of Hydration 6. It's been a bit. It took me a little longer to get that all planned up and out. And no, that's not what I want. Do I even have a picture anymore on here? I must have deleted it. But Celebration of Hydration 6 is coming June 20th. That's 5, isn't it? Yeah, that's 5. That's not the one I want. I just must have yeeted the 6th one off. But I should have put the announcement on my little chat thing. You know what? We're going to do that right now so I don't forget. All right, everybody, the screen is going to go black. Games and things, I believe, will keep working. You just won't see them. So if you're curious about the results, don't play the games while I'm on this next screen because you will not be able to see it. But we're going to go, since this is a stress test, let me bottom chat. And so our chat message generator, I'm going to bring it up. And so we can add a chat. Now this is not very readable for you guys.
Again.
I don't know. Well, okay. Well, I know not to do it on this screen. That didn't make any sense. Well, there you go. Don't do any more wars. Hold on. Let me do this real quick. Before I forget. There's our chat generator. I don't like how this looks. I got to fix this up a little bit. The fonts are too small, but I can put Celebration of Hydration 6 is coming June 20, 2026, 6 p.m. to, you know what? We're going to put this question mark Eastern Standard Time. And then we add that prompt. All right, now that's officially in the list of things that can pop up on the bottom of the screen. There we go. And that Mac tonight wouldn't have worked either crazy on that screen because all that was on that screen is the chat related stuff. There it is. Look at that. Boom. Celebration of Hydration 6 is coming June 20th, 2026, 6 p.m. to blah, 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 Eastern Standard Time. That's a Saturday night for all you people that stay home on a Saturday. Eric the Red with a big jump. And remember, while there's no points to be awarded for jumping, and that's going to stay that way, there still is a leaderboard. And if you hit the bullseye, remember, you can win. think it's on the, if I double click the jump leaderboard, you can see, here's an example of what might happen. And if that happens, then you get to spin the wheel of jumping for tokens for prizes. Oh, like we almost got our first $1 million person. What? Corbin wants a spin on the wheel. Let's do it. I was just about to play a couple matches of Rocket League just to keep it completely old school. Let's bring up Corbin's name on here. We got wheel spinning happening. It's too much. Corbin won. Yep.
Give the wheel of tokens a spin. Let the luck come rolling in.
The stress test is in full effect. Corbin, one spin. Let's go. Wheel of it's correct wheel. Let's do it. There's the golden slice. It's already been hit once tonight. Oh, so close, but not quite. Almost hit the wheel of gift cards. Up next is Yuck with 10. Yuck with 10. Let's go. New golden slice. Look at that, Corbin. You started with nothing. And you're up to 171. I have a feeling people are going to be, with these different games, especially with them now being on screen and different things, like it'll probably come down a little. But my hope is that it actually gets people more interested and more interactive with the show. Now that these things just live on the screen. Gambled 10,000, won him. Good job. So no, I'm looking forward to the extra interaction. I went to a movie on Monday night, and I think I talked about this last week, but our local movie theater around here is going to start doing for the summer, the occasional Mystery Monday movie, where they just give you the rating, why it was rated that, and how long the movie is. Other than that, they don't give you any information. And I went this Monday in the mystery movie, and I kind of guessed this is what it was going to be, and I was right, so I was happy. But it's a movie called The Furious. It's a Chinese martial arts film that's being released here in the States by Lionsgate Theaters. And it fucking ripped. It ripped. If the Furious comes out, and they're all movies that aren't out yet, which is even cooler. So I've seen The Furious. It doesn't come out in America until June 12th, but I've seen it, and it's fucking awesome. 45,000 for Yuck. So when June 12th rolls around, go see The Furious. Especially if you like those type of movies. It's fight choreography is off the charts. It's bloody. It's a mess. Oh, it's fantastic. Crazy. Here's 10 spins. I have my ticket for Masters of the Universe. There it is. There's another 99. Fantastical. That's how you get 10 times there. But I have my ticket for Masters of the Universe on Friday. I'm going to be there. I had it originally for Saturday morning, but then realized I have a golf outing I got to go to. And I suck at golf, but I go to this one every year with my buddies. And this year I thought I finally bought my own set of golf clubs, and I went to hit balls a few times. And golf is a very expensive sport to practice. All I mentioned is that it's still up in the air. There's people I got to hear from that I haven't heard from yet, and I wish I wish I had something better than that. All I can say is that I will update the Discord the second I know. And then hopefully, if we don't do a show on Thursday, I'll find some way to flex and make it up before the celebration of hydration. But in case you missed it, when I crafted that message, I didn't put an end time on the celebration of hydration 6. It's not going to go 12 hours, but it might go more than 6. It might go more than 6. Who knows? 53,000. We're crazy. How about that? So you never know. You never know what it's going to do. Let's play a couple. Man, every time I go to do something. Oh, that's right. We're fucked though. Oh, another. Look at that hit. We don't have any hugs. That sucks. We're hugless. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, y'all. There's always another box of hugs. There's always another box of hugs. Just like we're always one sub away from our goal, there's always another box of hugs. See, what was funny when I first started, it is truly random, because when I first started testing the gamble game, it felt like I went like 40 spins in a row without winning. Like, to the point then I would have to like go to the wheel to give myself tokens so that I could go back to testing. Because I'm like, what do you mean I can't win? But then like I was testing another day and wins were flying through. Thank you for that hydrate. All right. I was like, we're just gonna play a few matches. Old school style stuff. Going all the way back to the beginning. While you guys continue to stress test, keep jumping. You know, I'm going to keep my ears peeled for that, that somebody lands on the bullseye. I would love to give away $100 tonight. I've already given away 10. Might as well keep it up. Wonder who will be the first to hit a 69 and get the extra tokens from that. Oh, we're playing against a team that, oh, he blew me the fuck up right off the jump. This is going to be a problem. That guy was playing way. Yeah, this is going to be. Like, it almost feels like we're playing against people who, the milling. We're playing against people who are way too good for the level. And so, which is always the case in games like this, that and what can you do? Like, people. Oh, I didn't think he was going to hit it. Oh, there we go. Get in there. There we go. Nice shot. The old fruity ones there. The old fruit basket. I love that good squishy noise on the fruit basket there. I don't quite understand what's going on here. It's like these. Whoa! That guy hit on me. See, like I do kind of. I'm curious how this is going to go. I'm actually proud of my teammates for not immediately giving up. Like when we went down 2-0, usually there's somebody on a team of randoms that just immediately like rage, either beefs against the team and starts saying stuff like, all of you guys suck ass at the game, or quit, delete your game. A lot of fun stuff like that. Or they just immediately want to quit even though it's only 1-0. These guys are skilled on a skill level that's higher than ours. I can tell just by watching them and what they're doing. They've played together too. They're putting each other in decent positions. On offense, they're playing a pretty tight triangle, which I appreciate. I was always trying to get my buddies to like at least play like some kind of form like that. And we had a minute where people were kind of sticking to the plan and it was working. And then kind of got away from it a little bit. I didn't hit the button on that last hydrate. But these guys are doing it. I'm proud of them. It's a pretty tight triangle too. And my problem with the triangle is I tend to, because I can't recover backwards. There's like a move that people who play this game fairly regularly know to like kind of, it's almost like an instant turnaround. And like, so you could play a tighter triangle of, no, get out of here. When you do that, because you have the ability to recover faster and then get into the right position, where I don't have the ability to turn around. So every time I have to turn around, it's a whole fucking to do. Or I start going backwards. Or I have to loop around. But that's as good as I'm ever going to get at this game, because I'm not going to sit and practice. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ooh, I missed. Somebody landed on the target, though. That's good. Proud of you. That goes in, it goes in. Okay, somebody wants to forfeit. I'm willing to go on this one because I know we're outclassed. No, if Meld is not on, and it won't, that's another thing that does get lost with this, but I'm okay with that sacrifice, is that Corbin's asking a great question. Can we gamble when the stream is over like we could with elements? We just won't see the results. No, there should not be off-screen jumping. I mean, well, of course it's not off-screen. I mean, look at these. Like they got players that they're all just fucking around. It's one of the stupidest things in all of gaming. Like I think it's called like smurfing, where people that are way better will like play bad on purpose so they can get ranked in the shitty like leagues, so then they can just stomp on people to work their way up. And like that shit drives me nuts. Well, it doesn't drive me nuts. It's just it's dumb. It's just a dumb thing. But what can you do? And so like there I could just tell that that's what was going on. And so they have like one player that was willing to like have their stuff like correct or close to like the truth. All right, we got to make them think. But we got somebody who's AFK. So there's not a lot we can do. Oh, I'm happy they stung that up. See, these people are more our speed, cuz like right now I think I'm in gold. I don't even think I'm in platinum. And this is great because now we've lost our third man. And because of that, we're going to play twosies. If maybe he'll come back, maybe we can survive it. But otherwise, we just kind of got to deal with it. But look at this, my man, Will Math 01, making it happen. Will Math, making it happen. Look at that. Just dribbling down there, doing their thing. We'll see. Probably shouldn't have. With two players, I shouldn't have tried for what I like to call the platinum pinch. It's a totally nonsensical like play where you oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that either. Oh, that dude threw it the wrong way. Let's see what Will does here. You got it when there's only two of you. You got to play a little more cautious. You got to. What a stupid flip there. You got to play a little bit more tight laced. There, bump that guy. There, bumped him again. Big Willie. Will Math. Making it happen. Ooh, that guy got higher. That guy got higher faster. We got our guy back. He's back. His internet is fixed. What a hero's return. Oh, my card is in a fucked position. I got it out of the fucked position, though. I'm trying to keep track of all the jumping and the pointing. Nope. But if somebody was following up, that was there for the taking. That's a save. I got nothing for that ball. I'm out of position. I'm moving. All right, let's. Nice shot, Will Math, making it happen, helping us get that rank up. Look at that, I had 69 on my gas. How about that? But yeah. Oh, and then the other thing I wanted to ask you guys, if you thought it was a good idea or not. Like, if the day ever came, and I don't even know if this technology exists. Somebody might have to look this up. But we were eating dinner today, and I had a thought. If I ever had to get false teeth, like if I ever had to get false teeth, I would want to be able to get false teeth that are completely transparent, but are still strong enough to like eat food and all that stuff. Is that even something that's possible to get transparent false teeth? No way! The fact that the game is like trying to indicate that that guy hit me, get out of my life. I was 25,000 feet in the air. There we go. Oh. Gross, but is it, I need to know, is it possible? Like how cool would that fucking be to have transparent false teeth? Okay. Oh, negative splash. Dark splash. The dark splash. I don't like that. Splash is dark. It's dark. But yeah, I think I want to be able to, oh, come on. What's going on? Is his internet down again, or is he just quitting because we got scored on? That's the thing, is you never know. We were doing fine. And then the weepier ship. Oh, I don't like this. Whoa! Did you see that? I'm putting that on the chart. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that guy didn't even hit me and he bounced me off like he had a force field. I remember to hit the Z-clip button because I want to go back and look at that. Well, this game just fell apart. I bet that's that same guy that somehow blew me up, even though I was... There's not a chance in hell that he should have been able to blow me up. Oh, I appreciate that. Well, hopefully maybe someday we'll get a clip. You gotta love that lag. But it was just like, I didn't. And then the whole game fell apart. The whole game fell apart. Apart it fell. What can you do? At this point, I'll go if both players choose to go. But if they don't choose to go, then I went for a platinum pinch that time. Desperate measures, you know. Will math. Oh, nope, I got nothing for that. Our other man, Weeper, get in there. Oh, Will decided to stick his nose into that business. And because of that, I didn't want to double stick a nose in the business. And so I didn't. There, I got that guy out of the play. And there we got a goal. Nice shot. I moved that guy. That was the best I could do there. It's just like, no, you're not involved anymore. Got out of there. Cleared the road. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. All right. Wow. I mean, I guess it's technically still alive. Get in there, Will. Man. You know what? These games are going exactly like they should, based on us trying to keep it old school. So yeah, I had a note about the mystery movie. Yep. Okay, I've talked about everything I have on my notes. Let's see what we can do here. This is probably going to be the last match of the night. So let's see what we can do. Oh! Oh, it's one of these real bullshit things. Why are there 4 orange cars? Oh no, wait a minute. I thought I was on the orange team. I'm on blue. Ha! I'm a dummy. I was so worried about the stress test. I wasn't even thinking. I was like, why are there 4 orange cars? Why are there 4 orange cars? There's not. There's not. Oh my Lord. It's too much. It's too much. Look at that. We got Lightning McQueen in here. Boom! Nice. We're on the board. What's this a clip of? What'd I do? Man, what a token night for Corbin. What a token night. Stopped back in after all these years. Took 5 free spins for a ride and has turned that into over 300,000. Oh, the force field. So, am I right? Did it not look like I just bounced off the air? It was wild. I just bounced off the air. All right. Where's the other guy? Everything I'm doing right now is bad. It's sucky. Oh. Yes, it's completely nonsensical for me to just bounce off the air by somebody's car. Like, you're supposed to actually hit the car. I assume it's just a lag issue, that kind of thing. But, you know, it is what it is. I gotta remember I'm playing for the blue team. I'm not playing for the orange team. Oh, I thought another player was coming. That's what I thought was going to happen. So I was more positioned to block it versus than to hit it, and that was a mistake. I should have just went for the ball. All right, I kept it going. Bring it to the middle. Oh, I almost ka-chow. I almost took that brother out right there. Ka-chow. But yeah, no, that was completely nonsensical. Was not expecting that to happen. All right, it's going right back to the middle, though, so we got to be careful. Oh, shit. Fucking hell. I mean, it's been a while since I played. Probably the last time we were on stream. So there's always that little bit of rust. But you know what? Nice shot. Nice shot. Not having a great game. We got one save. But yeah, I want those transparent false teeth. I think it's a thing. I think it should be a thing. I don't even care if I'm the first person ever to do it. Ooh, somebody splashed down. See, like, there's a better way to turn around. It's like I forget what it's called. A set flip or something like that. But I don't know how to do it. And so, like, when I turn around, I gotta, like... Shit. Scheiße. Boom! Get blown up! I don't know how to do the little flippity-doo-dah, flippity-day. My, oh my, what a wonderful whatever. I don't know how to do it. So every time I turn around, I gotta just, like, do one of these. And it takes longer. It's not an immediate... Eric, good try to get in there. The golden slice. I'm so happy the golden slice actually hit. Oh, I was right there, bud. That's going in. That's going in. Yeah, 141. I wish I had a little bit more than that. Wish I had a little bit more than that. Yeah, we got some stuff going. You had all the new stuff we got, plus the analytics engine. Cruz there just took me out. Coughed up another goal. It's 3-3. Everything is looking good, and then it's not. That's the nature of... and then somebody wants to forfeit when we're not even losing the match. That's like grow up behavior. Somebody wants to forfeit even though we are not losing. I get why people forfeit sometimes when they're losing. They get frustrated. But what? Went right through that ball. What am I supposed to do when I go right through the ball? Oh, I don't like... Oh! I'm trying to stuff it down their throats. Eric, 0 points. We might have to get Eric the Red some spins on the wheel. Because that's the one thing that's tough from a multi-platform standpoint is I don't know how... Like, Kick has channel points, but I don't know how to do, like, channel pointy type of stuff on YouTube. I don't know if that... Get in there! Get it! Oh! That should have been it! I was ready. I kept that ball up. It was a good angle. I didn't shoot it down. And then we lose like that.
Pucker up. It's time for the pain.
Now that was the pain. Look at Rocket. Or look at fucking Lightning McQueen there. Bun's teammates. It never fails. Anybody who's gold or platinum playing this game calling their teammates bad is like a classic clown. We're all bad. We wouldn't be platinum or gold if we didn't suck like that. All right. Way to put this on me, Corbin, right here at the very end. You know what? First things first. Before I do that sour candy, you know what? We're going to do something here. Because Eric the Red has been hanging out here for a hot minute, being awesome, doing cool things. So we're going to spin the wheel. We're going to add a little at Eric the Red 910 YouTube. And we're going to give them the friends and family 10 spin thing. We're going to get you on the board, Eric. So that way you have entries into our monthly drawing as long as you don't lose all your tokens. And you'll be able to do things like slots and gambles. But you got to be careful. Let's see how many you win. Let's get them on the board. Let's get our first YouTube person on the multi-platform board. I'm going to get this sour candy out while we do this. We're going to get Eric the Red in the mix. I would love to be able to do my first giveaway where we give that $25 Amazon gift card away to somebody who doesn't watch us on Twitch. How fucking cool would that be? Gotta wait to wage that war. Barnett Mega Sour. This is gonna suck. 20 seconds of pain. Here we go. Why did that work? Oh, fuck. I know the problem. I know how to fix this. I know how to fix it. Shit. Even though that shouldn't be working. But that's why we're doing the stress test. But I know why the sound was working that way. I don't know. It's a mystery. Stress test. But I know why the sound is playing. Hey, look at that. Eric the Red hooked you guys up. The DDs are back. Maybe I just have to figure out how to put war on every screen. Maybe that's what I have to do. Because technically it's supposed to not let you accept it if it happens on a screen other than the studio screen. But let's check and make sure this works. Let's look at these points leaderboards one more time before we get out of here. Crazy's got 1 million. They're protecting it. But yeah, it looks like there was a war for tokens that happened off screen. Yuck lost it. There we go. But yeah, that was the thing I wanted to look at. So hold on, let me scroll down here. There's Eric the Red from YouTube. YouTube. You got to do an exclamation point in front of jump to jump Eric the Red. Eric, you're on the board. You got 30,500 tokens. You won them on the wheel. We gave you some wheel spins. And so now you have a little little to play with, and you're entered into our drawing. Could win a $25 Amazon gift card if you still have tokens at the end of this prize period. You can see above you from 528 to 624. I'm digging the shit out of it. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm jumping around scenes with buttons I'm not supposed to, so that's causing issues. I realize now when I'm doing my outro at the end, it could be just covered and smothered with noises. Oh, I'm chewing this candy up. But you know what? It was a good night. Let's look at that. Let's look at this jump leaderboard one more time. I want these totals. We started with 1,006. We almost got 100 jumps in tonight. Good job. We hit it at 27.6 rate. That's not bad. But we got Eric the Red from YouTube some points to play around with because we have a new universal token system that takes everybody into account at least a little bit. You're still better off if you're watching on Twitch for now, just because there's some nooks and crannies that make points a little easier to get. You have better access to the wheel, which is an easy way to get tokens if you're ever out, because you'll get at least 500, maybe, unless you hit just to return the DDs, and then you get nothing, which is kind of a bummer, I guess. But you know what? All things considered, I feel like the show is in a better place than it was last week. Much more flexible, much more interactive, much more multi-platform, and much more historical than it's ever been. And you know what? That's what matters. And we were able to do that thanks to Meld Spark, a tool that lets you kind of pretty much create almost anything you can imagine for your streams. And if you're curious about that, you can always go to meldspark.co/ or meldstudio.co/ God damn it, I can't talk. If you want to do any of this cool Meld stuff, it's meldstudio.co/spark. And then you can use code ZWORD to get 50% off your first month. And I'm telling you right now, if you have a plan going into it, you can do a lot of damage in 1 month. And by damage, I mean create a lot of cool stuff. But you got to have a plan. You got to know what you want to do. But we've only had it for about 6 weeks, and we've added so much stuff to the show. Like our friend Corbin said, it's we're in a way better place. You know what? We're going to run the music back. We're going to run it right back, because we haven't got to the stuff yet. Corbin said this is a much better place. So much evolving that we've done since the beginning. But now we can do the official stuff. It's pop, not soda. Support your local movie theaters. The big release for me, there's a couple movies coming out this weekend. You got Scary Movie and Masters of the Universe. As a child of the 80s, as a grandpa, I'm very excited by what looks to be a fairly respectful and accurate adaptation of the Masters of the Universe cartoon and universe. So I'm excited for that. I'm going on Friday. Long lunch, baby. Shh, don't tell anybody. Long lunch. Celebration of Hydration. Coming June 20th. That's a Saturday, 6 p.m. to at least midnight. At least midnight. It depend on how many of these 1 liters. Like Rini was like, you're gonna be peeing all night. I mean, obviously Didn't drink a lot. You guys kept me nice and hydrated. But all right. Follow on all social media at the Z Word, at the Z Word Show. And more important than all that stuff, stay safe, stay cool, stay hydrated, and I will let you know on the Discord literally as soon the second I find out whether the show's going to be on tomorrow or not. If it is, we're going to have a blast. We're going to continue to gamble. We're going to do all the stuff. And if not, don't fret, my friends. We'll be back next week. Bigger and better than ever. And hey, that'll give me a nice little chunk of time to work on this list. I got a whole new list of stuff to work on. Look at that. Focus up on that list. Cyan car, teal car, war, other people. Like, I got a lot of stuff to do. But I'll let you know. Follow the Discord. All right, everybody. Have a good one, and I will see you soon. Bye, everybody.